Hello and welcome everybody to Strength and Mobility. This class is 45 minutes long, and you'll notice that the other classes in this series are all 60 minutes long. So if you're wondering about that, that is the case. I thought it'd be quite nice to just have a 45-minute option in the series, just in case you didn't want to do 60 minutes. For today's class, you don't need any props, but if you are feeling a little bit kind of tighter than usual, or if your knees struggle on the mat, then just grab yourself a pillow or a bolster. It's always nice to just have those options. And then what you can also do is have a set of blocks nearby as well. Those are always quite nice just to just make life a little bit easier. I'm not going to be using any props, and you'll see that I have weights on my mat here. I'm not going to be using them now. I actually used them a little bit earlier today, so just ignore them. Okay. Other than that, let's join together on our mat. We're going to take just a few moments to connect to our breath, and then we're going to get into the kind of mobility flow. It's going to be styled around yoga. So if you notice a couple of yoga flows, maybe a sun A, then that's just because I'm doing a lot of yoga at the moment, and I find it extremely beneficial and really nice for smooth transitions. So let's go straight in. I want you to try and find a comfortable seated position on your mat. If you really hate sitting down and breathing, then you could lie down as well. So, whatever you want to do for your comfort to arrive mind and body onto your mat. Let's take an inhale, scrunch our shoulders up towards our ears, and on our exhale, roll them back and down. Maybe close down your eyes or soften your gaze, finding a fixed spot on the floor. Inhaling in through the nose and exhaling either out through the mouth or through the nose, whatever you prefer. Hearing your breath. Feeling your breath move in your body. Noticing the temperature of the air as it comes into your nose. And noticing the relaxation in your body as you exhale. Feeling your sitting bones on the floor, rooting them down nice and equally. Maybe encouraging more breath down into your tummy. On our next inhale, open your eyes. We're going to take an inhale and reach the arms up. Keep the arms lifted straight up towards the sky. On your exhale, right arm reaches up, left arm comes to the floor. Find a little side stretch. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale up. If you want to interlock the fingers and stretch up, that's cool. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale. Nice. So we're going to inhale up, and then we're going to go around the world. Inhale. Side bend. Around the world. Scoop it forward, both arms. And then up. Inhale, reach. We're going to go over to the right. Exhale, take it to the side, but then come around the world all the way over to the other side. And up. Inhale. Exhale. Around the world. Start to make it your own. Keeping it nice and relaxed through the shoulders. Inhale up. Exhale around the world. Nice. Inhale up. And then exhale, reach forward. Breathing into your lower back. Nice, and then slowly bring it up. Well done. Let's come on to all fours. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We're going to cat-cow through the spine, press down through the tops of the feet, lift the lower belly in and up, round into the spine. Remember, lower back is rounding as well. So try and find that. And if you think about lower back rounding, try not to pull your bum back to the heel. So keep the hip above the knee, keep the shoulder above the wrist, and then create that roundedness by drawing everything in. And then pull your belly in, unravel through the tailbone, almost flick your booty up, shine your heart forward, and pull the earth towards you. Nice. I love this position, and I like to just sway my hips from side to side here because I get this stretch at the front of my abdominals. So maybe feel that in your body. And then tuck round into the tail, round into the upper mid back. Let your head drop. Push the earth down. And then pull your navel in, unflick the tailbone, reach your heart forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together and down. Let's go for 2 more, rounding in. Moving with the breath. And arch. Last time, rounding. And arching. Beautiful. Coming to neutral in the body. Tuck your toes under and then pull your bum back towards your heels. Reach back and get your pinky toes to tuck under as well. And then see if you can maybe come up, stretching through the plantar fascia of your feet. Inhale, reach the arms up if you can. If you can't, you keep those hands on the ground. Lengthen through the tail. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up. Inhale, bring it up. And switch. Nice. Reach. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, so instead of the side bends, we're going to add on here. I'm going to take the hands down just in front of my knees. And I'm going to try and pick my knees up, bring them into my armpits. If you can get your heels to the ground in a squat, then definitely go for it. Slide your knees down your arms. Good. Come up. Take your hands back behind you. And then see if you can press your hips up. Keep your lower back nice and long. Good. Slowly walk your hands forwards. Knees slide up into your armpits. Get your heels to the ground if you can. You can see I can't. Something that I've always wished to be able to do. Get your knees down. Walk your hands back. One hand, other hand. Press your hips up. Maybe sway them a bit from side to side. Slowly take your bum back down. Last time, and round your spine. Beautiful. Let the knees come down. Take your hands back. Press your hips up. Open up through the chest now. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Very nice. Bring yourself back onto all fours. Untuck your toes. Slowly turn your fingertips back towards your knees. If that feels too much on the wrist, then you can take your hands out to the side. So let's say your hands are out to the side. I want you to stretch into the wrists in line with your middle finger. So you're going to swish your body weight from side to side. So let's all do that together for a moment. But if you feel like you can take those fingertips to point back towards your knees, then you're going to still stay in line with the middle finger, but you're going to gently pull back and then slowly come forward. Okay, you can soft bend into the elbows here as well, lifting through the heel of the hands, peeling up and down. Going for 4 and 3. If this feels too much, you can go back to the side ones as well. 2. Last 1. Nice. Good job. Walk out the hands. Give them a good little gentle shake. Nice. Okay. From here, we're going to take our left leg out in front. Bend into that left knee. My right hand is on the ground with a little bit of external rotation through that right wrist. Okay, from here, we're just going to do a little bit of a floss. You're going to pull our bum back, straightening out through that left leg, and then bend into the left knee. Press the hips forward. Take it back and forward. Take it back and forward. Last time, back and forward, and then just hold that position, pressing it forward. Maybe take your left hand and push that left knee towards the left. You can lift up the big toe edge of the left foot as well and gently rotate through the spine to turn. Beautiful. Slowly bring it back. Pull your bum back. Frame your front leg with your 2 hands and shine your heart forward. Draw your navel in and up. So you might need blocks here if you feel like you really struggle to keep your spine from really massively rounding. You want to try and shine that heart through. So that's why you might need some blocks to elevate you. Maybe swaying the hip from side to side here. Beautiful. Okay, take both hands to the inside of that front foot. Lift up the front leg actively. Take it long back behind you and stretch it out. Bend into your knee. Then you're going to draw a big circle back the way for 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And we reverse it. Go for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Nice. Really great job. Bring the knee to the elbow on an exhale and then stretch it back. Knee to the elbow, stretch it back. Go for 5. We're trying to keep the lower back nice and long here. As the knee comes in and out, there will be a little bit of movement though. 2 and 1. Stretch that leg back and then see if you can hook the knee behind that static leg and then open your feet far away from one another. Place your shins down and then slowly pull your bum back, 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 back until maybe both of your bum cheeks can touch the floor and you can sit into this cow face pose. So the knees are stacked, one on top of the other, both bum cheeks on the ground. You might not reach this point with both bum cheeks on the ground, and you might stay somewhere there. That's okay, but slowly, slowly, slowly navigate your way down into it, and then slowly come up. All right, if you're in cow face, if you're in this position, what you can do is you want to rotate towards the side of the bottom leg. So the one that's on the bottom, you're going to twist back to that direction. Bring yourself back to center and then slowly float over the thighs, hinging down. Breathing here. Let's hold for 5. Okay, keep those knees nice and crossed in this position. A little bit of momentum is going to take you forward onto all fours. Keep this position in the knees wide through the feet. So my feet are far away from one another. Walk your hands back towards your thighs and then come up. So this is a balanced position, and the only reason that I maybe look maybe a bit more stable is because I do it really often. I'm squeezing my inner thighs together and I'm trying to push my pubic bone forward, squeezing my shoulder blades together, and I'm going to interlock my hands behind my back, lift my chest, and look up. And I want to squeeze my hips forward. Nice. Slowly break at the hips. Take your hands down to the ground in front of you. I'm just going to square off with my mat, and my feet are still crossed. I'm going to tuck my toes under in this weird crossed position and come up into a cross-legged downward facing dog. So in this cross-legged down dog, you might notice different parts of your thighs stretching maybe than usual. I still want you to reach your bum up to the sky, and you can still generously bend into your knees here. Breathing through. Okay, so the back leg, the leg that's at the back, we're going to step it forward between your two hands. Okay, so your back foot has not changed. You step that front foot between your two hands. So hold it there for a second, lift your heart, and look forward. Again, you might find like, I need my blocks here. So grab them if you need them. Reaching the heart through, you should feel quite a generous stretch through the back of that front leg. All right, now this is going to feel a little bit wobbly because of your foot positioning. I'm going to bend into your front knee, lower your back knee down, and untuck the toes. So if you actually had to think about it, you're kind of almost parallel through the feet. In fact, I want your front foot to almost move over to the side of your mat. So you're again crossed in a way through the front and the back leg. Now see if you can maybe come up. Woo, it's very wobbly, very, very wobbly. Coming on up. So this front leg looks like your right leg is all the way over to the left side of your mat. Reach the arms up. See if you can maybe push your pelvis forward and down. You can see I'm struggling with that a little bit today. Good. Sweep your arms down, frame your front foot, tuck the toes of the back foot under, and then cross what was your front foot now in front, and you're in the opposite position with the legs. So right foot, if it is your right foot that's in front, is crossing over the left. Yeah. Nice. All right. Spend a few moments here again in your cross-legged down dog. Lower both knees down. Untuck the toes. Open the toes nice and wide, and then pull your bum back, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. See if you can get both bum cheeks to the floor. Sitting up nice and tall. Breathing through. Again, so you're going to see if you can twist towards the side of the bottom leg. So if your bottom foot is your left foot, you're going to take your left hand back behind you and turn to the left. Squaring off, hinge it forward. Nice. Bring yourself up and then slowly, a little bit of momentum to bring you forward. Walk your hands back to your knees and come up, pushing those hips forward. Interlock your fingers behind your back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift your heart. Nice. Okay, slowly take your hands down, tuck your toes under, and we're going to come back up into our cross-legged down dog. So it's the same position. Nice. Take a few moments here. The sun just came out, as you can probably see. Reach your tail up to the sky. And then your back foot, your left foot, you're going to step it through between your hands. And then take that left foot all the way over to the right side of your mat. Lower your back knee down and tuck the toes. Push through the front foot. Sweep your arms up. Nice. Take your hands back down to the ground. And we're literally just going to take that right knee back onto all fours. Good job. Okay, so from here, other leg now, we're going to find a neutral spine. You're going to stretch. I guess it looks like your left leg, right? We're just taking the other side. It's so difficult with the left and right because I'm realizing that in this YouTube live, my right leg looks like the left leg on the screen. So bear with me. We're going to take that knee to the elbow. Bam. And back. And bring it in. And back. Bring it in. And back. And bring it in. And back. Go for 4 more. Bring it in. Last 3. 2. And 1. Let's start to circle through the knee. So as we circle the knee backwards for 5, trying to keep the lower back relatively quiet. Like it's kind of almost impossible to do that, but try. Last 2. And 1. Reverse direction. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Nice. Step that foot forward. Press your hips through. Nice. Keeping that right hand on the ground. A little bit of external rotation. You might want to walk your left foot out to the left. Press out onto that left knee and just gently rotate to your left-hand side. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Beautiful. Okay, so from this position, we're going to take our right hand down to the inside of that right foot. We're going to take that right foot all the way back, tuck our toes under, and just come into our down facing dog, pedaling out through the heels. Very nice. Okay, so from this position, we're going to inhale and reach our right leg up to the sky. Bend into your right knee, square through the shoulders, and we're going to circle that right knee back the way for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse direction. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now keep that right knee bent. Cross your right knee behind your left. So cross that right knee behind the left in your downward facing dog. And then push through the heels of the hands. Reach your tailbone up to the sky. And you should feel a really decent stretch on the outer thigh of your standing leg, that stabilizing leg, your left leg. Reach your tailbone to the sky. Push the hands through the floor. Think about really reaching up through the back of that left thigh. Nice. Now look at the space between your two hands. You're going to gently place your right knee down between your two hands. Okay, and then spiral to the outside of your left foot. Come down into a bent this shape here. I don't even know what it's called. You've got a bent right knee, straight left leg. Okay, from this position, you're going to frame your body with your hands. So I want you to have some kind of support with your hands on the floor so that you can push yourself up into this kind of higher kneeling position with one bent knee and one straight leg. And we're pushing our hips up and through, and then we're going to slowly come down. Maybe take the hands back behind you, press down through the long leg, lift your hips up. So I'll angle myself a little so you can see. So I'm going to go up there. And then I'm going to bring my hands forward and then come up there. Okay. Slowly come down. Take your hands back. Lift up there. And then slowly come down. I'm going to turn my back again just so that we can kind of make sense in terms of the mat. Coming up there. Slowly coming down. Lift up there. Okay, come up. Hold it up. And we're going to reverse the stretch. Then take it down to the ground and square off again. Come back up into downward facing dog. Pedaling out through those heels. Nice. Inhale, reach left leg up. Square off through the shoulders. Bend into that left knee. And we're going to start our circles. 5, back the way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Keep that left knee bent. You're going to cross the left knee behind the right. Okay, try cross it nice and high, really nice and high. You can bend a little bit through the right knee if you need to, but the most important thing is that you reach the tailbone up. If you feel like you don't have enough purchase of the mat, move your hands back a little bit. So you can almost think about pushing the weight into the leg. Reach your right sit bone up to the sky. Imagine you could stick your right butt cheek onto the ceiling. Hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Reach that right foot forward and through. Ooh, actually, I'm wrong here. Right knee forward and through. Untuck the toes of that back foot. Slide it down. And then pivot onto your butt into one bent knee, one long leg. Okay, so right leg long, left knee bent. Okay, so this is where we're going to come into that lift. You can use your hands if you need to, coming up, pressing the hips forward and through. Do whatever you want with your foot. Press those hips forward, squeeze the glutes, and then slowly come down. Hands behind you. Press your hips up, and then slowly down. Come forward, push through the floor to lift. Nice. Slowly come down. And lift. Last 2 times. Bring it up. Slowly down. Not so graceful on the descent there for me that time. Pushing through the floor with that right foot. And then last time, take it up. Hold. Reverse it. Come into a nice deep stretch towards that right leg. And then left hand down, right hand down. Square off with your mat and come back into your downward facing dog. Pedaling out through those heels. Nice. Okay, so from here, we're going to walk our feet forward towards our hands. Fold it forward. Let your head relax down. And then slowly restack your spine, one vertebra on top of the other. Nice. Take your right foot, hook it behind your left. And then if I had to turn to face you, maybe better. So right foot behind the left. Some of you, including me, you might already get a stretch at the front of the hip. That's kind of what we're going for here. I know it's so ridiculously light in this video right now, but the sun it was like raining this morning when I did my lights. And now it's sunny, obviously. But anyway, hopefully you can still follow. Keep your hips nice and square, but root down through the back foot. Take a nice big inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, side bend away, side bend towards, side bend away from the right hip, side bend towards the right hip. Nice. And we're going to slowly dive down, relaxing the head down. Beautiful. And then slowly roll it up. Great job. Bring your feet back to parallel. Let's switch to the other side. So left foot behind the right. There's a little speed wobble there. Press your hips forward, so squaring them to whatever's in front of you. Inhale up. Gonna side bend towards the left hip. Side bend away. Side bend towards. Side bend away. And then we're going to circle the arms, dive forward, hinge. And then slowly bring yourself back up. Nice. We're going to do the same movement through those legs, but I'm going to turn to face this way. All right. I might just lower the ISO on my camera just so that I don't look like I'm about to be beamed up into space. Okay. So that should be a tiny little bit better. We're going to take left foot behind the right. Again. Okay, so cross it around. Nice. Press down through the big toe edges. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. Now stay down, stay low. Take your hands to the ground. If you need to bend your knees, do so. The hands to the ground, you can be on your fingertips as well. And then I want you to see if you can take your back foot, reach it out long, and then bend into that back knee, hook it behind the front knee. Okay, reach and bend. And so what we're trying to do here is a lot. Feeling into the front ankle, stretching through the front hamstring, and then obviously strengthening into it as well. So that's quite a lot of mobility. And then coming into almost like a standing split. Going for 3. Little trick here, look back at your knee once you're comfortable. 2, let your head drop down. Last one, keep that back leg lifted. Look at the back wall behind you and pulse your right leg up for 10, 9, 8 from the glutes, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. Cross it back. So take your right foot again behind the left, square off your torso, and then slowly roll up into standing. Nice. Great job. Let's switch it to the other side. Okay. Left foot behind the right. Inhale, arms up. Good. Exhale. Fold it forward. Hands to the ground. Bend your knees generously as needed. Okay. Or use your blocks, whatever you prefer. All right. So from here, I'm going to take my back foot. Okay. So left foot is going to reach back. And as I do that, I'm going to try and straighten out through my right leg relatively. Okay. If you're hypermobile, watch for hyperextending into the back of the knee. And then you're going to bend, bend, hook, hook, reach, back, and bend, reach, back, and bend, reach, back, and bend. Go for 4, and bend, 3, and bend. Almost there. 2, and bend. Last time, reach back and bend. Place that left foot down. Square off your body weight, hinge it forward, and then slowly rise up. Well done. Shake it out. Nice. Bring your feet parallel, hip width distance. Take a nice inhale. Reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus through the arms, lift the chest. Inhale, reach the arms up again. Exhale, fold yourself in half. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your hands to the ground. Step back into a plank position. Plank hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees down and tuck your toes. Lower all the way to the ground. Beautiful. Roll your shoulder blades back and down. Lift your chest. And then you're going to press yourself back into a shell stretch. Nice. Bring yourself back up. One more time into your downward facing dog position. Inhale, right leg up. Look forward, step that right foot through between your two hands Lower your back knee down and tuck the toes. Walk your right foot out to the right-hand side again. Press your hips through. Nice. So I want to end up on my left side. So I'm going to tuck my toes and my back foot under. Some of you might be able to stay on the top of the foot and just lift up the knee and pivot like that. But if you feel more comfortable, you tuck the toes of the back foot and then you pivot, okay? It is kind of nice to practice being on the top of the foot. Then you're going to pivot to the outside of the hip so that I'm almost like tempted to say I'm in a very, very weird supported side plank. I want to push through my bottom leg and I want to feel a stretch on the outer thigh of uh, my left leg. Okay, slowly from here, start to lower your outer hip down to the floor. You should feel pretty deep stretch in the hips here. That front foot, let it move back. If it's asking you to move back, let it move back. Push through the floor with the hand and push through the floor with your bottom leg till you feel a stretch in your side body as well, hopefully, as a stretch in your hip. Nice. Now, from here, you're going to slowly come onto both butt cheeks and just hinge forward, reach for the long leg. Excuse me. Slowly come back up and we're going to be on the left forearm. So the left forearm is going to come down to the ground. I'm going to press down through that left forearm. Right hand is going to reach back for my right knee. Maybe bend into the bottom knee, the left knee, and bring it out in front of you at 90 degrees. Now I want you to bring your right knee, your right heel towards your right glute, and then send that right knee back. Hold and breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the right knee, the one that's bent, that's on the top, the foot that you're holding onto, I want you to play around with the angle of that leg. So your knee might be quite high when you pull it in, but see if you can let your back knee kind of drop towards the floor and see like maybe there's a different angle, knee up there, knee in the middle, or maybe knee at the bottom, that you get more stretch through the front of that hip. Keep sending the leg back though. Nice. And then slowly come out of it. You're going to just come straight back into downward facing dog from here. So both hands to the ground, nothing fancy. Come back into down dog. Okay. Last little bit here. Inhale, right leg up. Good. Exhale, step that right foot forward and through. Lower your back knee down. Press your hips forward. Okay, walk your front foot to the outside of your mat. You can come back into your rotation again. Okay, coming on to that pivot, you can tuck the toes of the back foot under, or you can play around with going onto the top of the foot and pivoting. Let the front foot lift and let the front foot adjust. Don't force anything into the hip. Keep that bottom hip really strong. Moving into almost like a strange supported side plank. Front foot, let it slide back so that you can navigate your hip to the floor. Okay, so we want to have the stretch here, but we also want to have a stretch here in the side body. And the only way the side body stretch is going to happen is if you push the bottom leg through the floor. So bottom leg pushes into the floor, and I'm going to push through my shoulder, almost kind of thinking about hovering this bottom hip off of the ground. And then I'm going to let my bum come down, and I'm going to pivot onto both butt cheeks and hinge for the long leg. Okay. Bring it up. Rest onto your right forearm, bottom forearm at least. My rights and lefts are really messed up today because of what I'm seeing on the screen is not what's happening in my body. Anyway, bottom knee is going to bend at 90 degrees. And my top knee, the foot that I'm holding on to, I want to send it back. But then I still want to draw my navel in. Okay, so heel to my butt, and then play around with reaching that knee back as far as you can, keeping the navel in. And then maybe think about, hey, how does it feel if I let my knee drop down? How does it feel if I let my knee come up? Or, bring it even further back. Where does it feel like I need the most stretch? And that's where you're going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Slowly release and just lie on your back for a moment, straightening out through the legs. We're going to roll it down onto the back. Beautiful. Just taking a moment here. Did quite a lot of work stretching into the hips, but also a lot of work into shoulder stability and shoulder strength. So as you lie here, just noticing those parts of your body that feel like they've done some work today. Maybe things feel like they're moving a little bit more fluid throughout your body. Maybe you feel a little bit more energized. Maybe a little bit more aware of how your body feels, what you might need to work on, what maybe needs a little bit of rest. Taking 5 more breaths here just to relax together, maybe gently rolling the head from side to side, or maybe even just taking a full body stretch. On your next exhalation, we're going to slowly roll up into seated, reach for your toes. And then slowly bring it up. And my friends, that is you 100% done. So 47 minutes, 48 minutes. Thank you so much for joining. Apologies about the left and the right thing, but hopefully you got both sides done in the end. If not, do it again and then you'll get it right. And let me know how it goes. Thank you so much for pressing the play button, and well done to you for getting it done. Bye.